65. This morning, NPR interviewed a senior fellow with a think tank, the International Crisis Group, who discussed yesterday's U.S. government action to hold up a bomb shipment to Israel authorized by massive new military aid legislation. Even more interesting was Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's statement. We have paused shipment to Israel of 1,700 2,000-pound bombs and 1,800 500-pound bombs out of concern for their effect on civilians in Rafah. No future decision on permanent delivery status has been made. This will not affect the IDF's operational status. The secretary meant that Israel's increased battering of its latest invasion target may continue indefinitely with ample existing stocks of medium and monster bombs. After endless failure of ceasefire negotiations, 7 months of IDF orders to Palestinians to get out to nowhere without our help except more bombs falling on your useless heads. American bombs, as always, keep murdering scores of innocents daily. The crisis group expert explained that once every decade or so, the U.S. will pause delivery of truly bestial, not to mention worldwide illegal weapons, to our proxy war pawns, such as 100-yard, all-flesh ventilating cluster bombs, usually when world outcry threatens incumbents' political power and electability. Such embarrassing pressure recently stimulated Biden's government to investigate its international weapons deliveries violation of World War crime laws and American law, also bluntly, unambiguously forbidding all weapons, always killing masses of civilians, while too late recovery aid is invariably withheld from delivery across our borders to our chosen attacker proxies anywhere on earth. From his review of all such past internal American government investigations of itself, the senior fellow knew exactly what conclusions these new whitewashes, studies, would reach, fully watered down to merit zero corrective behavior. You'll recall my hours of cold clarity on world and national law, however unenforced, that flat forbids any and all Army booms close enough to non-combatants to harm one hair on their little heads. The purpose, then, of internal war crime studies is political. To lie that we don't commit them, to deflect pressure from all who know we do, to stop it. So what happens next as you and I keep leaving the weapons building, buying, exploding, and self-evaluation to the perps? Genocide bomb delivery, noble appearing pause until the big November American elections, while decades of convenient on-site backstock smears thousands more babies into the rubble. Then quietly stuff the 3,500 medium and monster bombs unannounced on jet transports for decades more savagery against hopeless, rebellious, occupied Gaza. Lowball estimate a mere 12 civilian murders per bomb. For the future, 40,000 more killed, 80,000 more maimed, while continuing millions ruination for generations. Professional military historians dissect political and army strategy of single war opponents from hundreds of contemporary chroniclers. They teach us the how and why of winners and losers while entertaining us with grand, brilliant, often pure evil characters. But I'm only a pathetic amateur telling 100 bare-bones stories about men booming weapons and armies 25,000 miles around to kill 1 billion before wiping out 100% of humanity. We're all losers until our disarmament law makes us all winners. The gamester's number one strategy is lies. World arms races defend us. You mean like the 1 billion you killed? With safety like that, give us danger. Evil flags, races, and religions are out to get us good, superior people. Kill them all for a new world of only our approved clones who will bow down to our righteous rule. No, that's only you corrupt bigots handing our taxes to weapons companies for your riches and power and misery of 95% to everyone's deaths. True defense is disarmament and respect, love, and equality for all who learn and work on this in schools that talk with everyone on earth. My little histories prove that once any nation raises a giant invasion army and equips it with world civilian genocide armament, all of what can now go wrong always does. Tyranny becomes immortal by brainwashing most for hate of and war on the different everywhere. Lies. Why are my 65 speeches so strange? Truth. Almost never heard with any consistency or plan to empower it. Listen to every martial leader, always justifying pure, savage, innocent murdering, corrupt, power-mongering, hate-preaching evil. I've tried to tell you the truth. You are our only hope. War weapons escalate to nuclear doomsday, so we must destroy the weapons and disband the armies to live. CO2 in the stratosphere climbs to the rapid disappearance of most lakes and rivers that scattered huge floods from ocean steam sky rivers, neither collected for use, cannot restore, and forests dead of drought quintuple CO2, ending most earth life, including human. I have described the rescues that you must obtain. Freedom to bribe leaders for budgets and laws most temporarily benefiting a callous, greedy, short-sighted 5% cements in our chain of doom I just detailed. No one but you and your movement can and must ban bullies' bribes, bombs, and battalions. I, all vision and no expertise, tried to tell you how. You strongly suspect that I have finished and failed. Might I attempt publication and access of legal, political, and technical experts? Only you and those you recruit will gather such save the world professional and public movement power. You will talk to every leader and survival movement co-conspirator exactly like you talk to your parents, spouse, and children. I'll never stop believing in your ability and potential for survival and happiness that I will love to help you with. And won't our efforts to help each other become our own happiness, health, and future? Loving is helping. My listeners, I love you and I need your help. We all do. These speeches to you have changed me. I began them promising to scratch on that rock, seared but not obliterated by nuclear fire. We forgot to make family love government law. But so desperate to get through to you, I've ended up feeling your answer so strongly that I hope to travel the world hearing your answer loud and clear. I'm still scared enough to carve out that guilty, pessimistic message. Yet now your softest whisper somehow floats the miles to me. Steve, you haven't forgotten to describe family care government that loving people could build together. You appeal for my help. Well, you've got it, and I'm gonna go get more helpers too.